Good evening. Today we will be covering the post-market analysis dated 5th July 2022. Benchmark indices erased all the intraday gains to end in the red amid high volatility. Indian equities witnessed volatility as the Nifty failed to absorb selling pressure from the call writers, leading to a close around the day's low. At close, the Nifty was down 0.15% at 15,810.90. Meanwhile, at close, the Sensex was down 0.14% at 53,134.06. Sensex retreats over 700 points from day's high, dragged by ITC, Infosys and HDFC. On the stock-specific front, we have the following. Power Grid Corporation, Shree Cements, and Hindalco were among the top Nifty gainers. Starting with the reasonings from general to specific, Power Index gained 0.6% and Metal Index up 0.4% in today S market. Shares of Indian metal companies rose sharply on July 5 on demand optimism after Reuters reported that China is planning to start a $75 billion infrastructure fund as a means to prop up its economy. While shares of cement manufacturers were trading mixed on Tuesday as an increase in production capacities despite depleting profits is worrying the street. On the flip side, we have ITC, HDFC Life and Wipro down by 1 to 2%. Domestic indices plunged into the red, dragged by FMCG, bank and financial service sector. Fast-moving consumer goods sales continued to be lower in June compared to May, with urban sales witnessing a steeper decline than rural. Sales of goods from shampoos to biscuits stayed low due to inflationary pressures on commodities. Similarly, we can see the decrease in the savings among the depositors, causing them to invest lower amount in insurance funds and other financial schemes. Talking about the recent developments in the corporate segment, we have the following. Benefiting from the dip in bond yields worldwide, public sector lender Punjab National Bank has raised 2,000 crore rupees in capital through Tier 1 bonds at a fine rate of 8.75%. The 8.75% rate is seen as aggressive, coming mostly from the easing bond of yields worldwide last week, and tracking the fall in crude oil prices and US Treasury yields. PNB's board has approved a capital raising plan for 2022-23 aggregating to 12,000 crore rupees, via Basel III compliant instruments, AT1 bonds, up to 5,500 crore rupees, and Tier 2 bonds, up to 6,500 crore rupees. Tata Steel on Monday said it will work expeditiously to restart NINL and simultaneously draw a plan to expand its capacity to produce 4.5 MTPA long products complex in the next few years. Tata Steel said that TSLP has completed the acquisition of 93.71% in NINL. NINL is a joint venture of four central public sector enterprises, namely Metals and Minerals Trading Corporation, National Mineral Development Corporation, Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited, Metallurgical and Engineering Consultants Limited, Odisha Mining Corporation and Industrial Promotion and Investment Corporation of Odisha. Tata Steel had earlier announced its ambition to increase its capacity to 40 million tons per annum by 2030 in India, and the NINL acquisition strengthens this growth plan over the next decade while providing the enablers to even go beyond the 40 million tonners target. Adani Enterprises has emerged as the lowest bidder in Coal India's tender for imports of the dry fuel, with quoting over 4,000 crore rupees for supply of 2.416 million ton, even though the miner is likely to negotiate the price. A negotiation for the quoted price may take place as the gap between the lowest bid value and the miner's own estimates of 3,100 crore rupees is in excess of around 30%. Adani Group and another 10 companies had shown interests for the miner's maiden coal import tender for supply of the dry fuel on a freight-on-road basis. The Ministry of Power has asked power producers to import 10% of their coal requirements for mixing, and the job has been entrusted to Coal India on behalf of the GenCos, power generating companies. Britannia Industries shareholders have voted against a resolution to authorize the board to make investments, give loans and provide guarantees of up to 5,000 crore rupees in the AGM concluded last week. The Companies Act mandates that a special resolution needs to be passed by a supermajority, which refers to at least 75% of the members voting in favor of it. It received only 73.35% of the total 19.60 crore votes polled, while 26.64% of votes were against the proposal. You can contact us from the details mentioned on the screen via missed call, WhatsApp or email. Thank you for being patient and listening the video to the end. Please do like, share and subscribe the channel to know the latest updates in the market. That's all for today. See you tomorrow.